Right. Oh, we are off to a lovely little place called St Benet's Abbey to test out the Canon EOS R and the EOS R5. Lovely old job. And here's Trevor and
hello, boys and girls.
Trevor and Dave Blake. Dave has the R5, lovely job, and Trevor here has the R, both with the same lenses, with the 100 to 400, 4.5 to 5.6. And
with a 1.4 extender.
With a 1.4 extender, Mark III, and he has a Mark III.
And we've both got the adapter, PFRF adapter with the control ring.
So they're virtually both the same, except you've got the R and I've got the R5.
And you've got the R5.
And you got, yeah.
Before I even touch the shutter button.
There you go.
Right, one thing I've just noticed, we've got one or two swallows flitting about on the grass behind me.
Right.
When they're in the sky, this will lock onto them really quickly,
yeah.
Almost instantly, which is what you would expect or
yeah.
hope. But once they're just skimming across the top of the grass,
yeah.
then I'm having trouble getting the lock.
Okay, so
it won't pick them up initially,
one.
but I'm sure if I played about with the autofocus settings, I probably could.
Right. Okay.
But because I'm a sad old boy and I'm all shaky.
What focusing mode are you on? On bog standard as it the camera come on case 1.
On case 1.
Yeah.
So
no adjustments, just straight case 1.
Okay, and you've got animal detect on?
Yeah, I've got animal detect, yeah, and eye detect.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I presume you haven't got animal detect on?
No. Don't think
what would you be
using? We
using?
ain't bloody got it, have we, boy?
No, we haven't. So what would you be using?
I'm using whatever I'm...
On that note, then I shall see you all later.
You got zone AF. There you go. Thank you very much.
I'm all zoned out in the AF.
Both similar apertures?
What are you, Dave?
At the moment, I am F8.
Me too.
F8?
F8.
Cool.
F8.
Okay, and what shut speed's that giving you both?
1,000 of a second.
I'm 1,000 and I'm ISO.
Probably need a bit more
I'm
than that
ISO
with these
800.
birds.
Yeah, I might jack my ISO up and jack me.
ISO what, 800?
800 at the moment.
Yeah, and what are you on? ISO? You're probably similar.
500.
500?
Because we shouldn't be frightened of high ISOs, should we?
No, high ISOs are not a problem. You have to mix it well. Mix it well with the aperture and you won't have an issue. Another thing to note, of course, is they are shooting in RAW, not JPEG. So both of them on 1,000 f8.
I'm on 1,000 f8. What ISO do you want?
800.
I'm on 1,000.
Oh, but I'll put mine up to 1,000 then.
Oh, I've gone 800 now.
Oh,
You've taken one, have you? Right, so there's two shots there. You've got two. I know it's not a very nice subject there, but we've both taken those pictures of those birds on that roof with the same settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
One with the R, one with the R5.
Right.
greeb just suddenly popped up right under our noses.
Yes.
Caught us
And
out.
the EOS R just locked onto it straight
Really?
away. Dave was trying to get the flying seagull.
Dead ahead. Are you locked on? How quick?
Very quick.
14 frames a second?
Yeah.
Nice. So the R's really good as well.
In the long term, it does frustrate me somewhat because there's a lot of shots I miss. But that
That was
bang,
straight on it.
got it.
Yeah. So
And some
it's.
zone AF and letting the camera decide what.
So are you thinking that more contrast then with the R is good against the sky not so, or what? Sky's good.
Flying bird with a good sky.
Yeah.
Is brilliant.
Yeah.
Dark river.
Yeah. Here we go. There's the greeb again.
You see,
Lovely.
cocked onto that straight away as you can.
Yeah.
Possibly
Yeah.
see.
I heard. Very
Boys
nice.
and girls, the Canon EOS R
Is.
with a 1.4 extender on the 100-400 EF jobby is still pretty damn good.
Yeah. How's the R5?
That's locked onto that, no trouble.
Instantly.
Instant.
You cannot argue that the EOS R is very good, a very, very good camera.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the R5 with the ability with that animal IA, animal AF,
That animal. Yeah.
the animal AF,
Yeah.
the IAF on
Yeah.
the animals. I mean, that is just
Animal
second
tracking.
to
Yeah.
none.
Yeah. Can you do me a favour? Can you exchange cameras now and let me know what both of you think of each other's cameras?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Happy with that.
As soon as that's put in my hand, I'm in having orgasms.
Right.
You know, that's,
So is that blisteringly quick?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're right. Okay, so that's a good review from you. Right. So we just had a review of your photos there, and I would say every single shot is on the head, isn't it?
Yeah. Once it locks on, it stays on.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Just
to prove that, can we just look on the back of your screen? Well, I'll try and get a view of the screen. Let's have a look. So, yeah, so you can see hopefully you can see the red.
Yep.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So you've nailed pretty much every shot.
Yeah.
That's impressive. How about yours, bud?
no, it's. I don't know if you can see it there. You can see the focusing spot is just in front of the bird on the water, and there's about 5 or 6 on there like that, in that little run.
Okay, yeah, so that's mystic.
Yeah,
So this
Quite
one-
dramatically, isn't
and
it?
that's gonna
Yeah.
bang
Start pacing
straight
it.
on the
Yeah.
subject. Yeah.
I don't think the EOS R is that bad. I mean,
it's bloody good.
it is good.
That is just supreme.
That is, yeah, I agree. That is absolute.
Different league.
That's an animal.
Yeah.
And I would go as far as to say, because I've used the 1DXs right from
Yeah,
Yeah.
the start to the 1DX
Yeah.
1.3, I feel more comfortable using this.
because you're getting the R6, aren't you, Dave? So what's your thoughts on that? And
I think
compared to the R5, the R5's £4,200. Do you think the R6 is going to be as good as the R5?
Yeah.
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 What as in the focusing
Yeah,
speed?
I think the R6,
Yeah.
even though it's only 20 meg against the 45,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an exceptionally good camera, and it'll be at the same
focusing,
speed.
yeah.
The focusing will be the same as the R5.
And we all know that the R6 is going to be excellent in low light because
I think the R6,
because of the megapixels.
Yeah, I think the R6 is going to be better in low light than the R5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What do you reckon? Do you reckon the R5 for landscapers, portrait photographers, wildlife, sport? You think that's an all-rounder?
I think it'll be an all-rounder.
Yeah, because of the megapixels being 45 megapixels, you can get plenty of detail. So what about the R6? What category will that come under?
Well,
do you think?
because it's probably going to be at the same speed, I would say the same thing.
What's that? The
Yeah,
same. You think it's going to be an all-rounder?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think so as well.
Can I
Actually,
put my 2 pence in?
of course you can, Trevor. Being a EOS R
Yeah, well,
owner.
the thing is, when the R5 and the R6 were both announced,
Yeah,
you automatically gravitate to the R5 because of that 45 megapixels.
yeah,
Whereas subsequently, since some of the pre-production models have come into the hands of Canon ambassadors and other YouTubers and such like, you start to see that the R6 is pretty damn good.
yeah,
Now, me as an EOS R user, right from the day it was first available, same as you, Ian, with all the frustrations. Then the first software update came and addressed a lot of the autofocus
What, the
issues.
1.4?
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
made a big difference to
It
the
did.
autofocus. But having had that R5 in my hand for just a couple of minutes, that's just gobsmacking.
Yeah,
Now, if the R6 does that,
yeah,
my money would be with the R6
yeah,
for wildlife and most of what I want to do. But I
Yeah.
want to do a direct comparison on the image quality between the EOS R at 30 megapixels
Yeah.
and the R6
Yeah.
at 20 megapixels.
the R5 or the R6?
No,
oh,
the
okay,
R6,
yes.
the
Sorry,
R6,
yes, I
because
wasn't.
that's the cheaper option. The
Yeah.
R6 has also got the 2 SD card slots, and I've got tons of SD
Well,
cards.
Shall we do that
So
on the next video?
That's what would be very handy, because then that would make my mind up. Do I go and splash some cash on an
Yeah.
R6 and dump me R, or do I?
Do you dump the R? Really?
Well, if the image quality is as good, when, particularly if I can try macro,
yeah,
compare the macro shots from an R6 and my EOS R.
yeah,
If the image quality is close enough, then
Yeah.
I'd be happy with an R6 and nothing else.
right, okay,
But
fair enough.
watch this space. Hey?
Yeah,
Dave's got the battery grip on.
Yes,
Now, having come like Dave and used 1DX Mark II,
yeah,
he's got a 3, but I didn't bother.
yeah,
I got fed up with having to lug that great big heavy lump
Yeah.
of body around.
I know.
This is why the R was such an attractive
Yeah.
option. It's small, light and wonderful.
yeah,
But the R5 with that battery pack on,
yeah,
you don't notice it, and it just feels so much better
Yeah.
in the
More comfortable in the
hand.
hand,
It's
doesn't it? Yeah.
beautifully
Yeah.
balanced. You don't think,
And
oh,
yeah, it's
that's
the
a big
same-
extra weight of lump,
no,
but it's not.
well, it's the
It's
same
wonderful.
size as the R, isn't it?
I know.
So,
1DX Mark III is a brick.
I know.
Yeah.
It is. At the moment, as it stands,
Yeah.
if the R6 is as good as the R5, focusing and all the handling and stuff like that,
yeah,
and the image quality is close to the R, I would put my money on I'd splash the cash on an R6
Yeah.
with that little battery doodah as
Yeah.
well. And I've got
Yeah.
everything I want. £2,500 against 4,200.
200.
That's a
Yeah.
blooming great.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
don't want 8K video. I'm
No.
not interested in any of that. I'm a
I will
still
say-
We're not
photographer.
even ready for it.
I will say this, and even though they brought out the R5, and yeah, it's a fantastic camera, but you know, I don't agree with the £419 for the grip against £290 for a 5D Mark IV. I mean,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
not right. It's just
Yeah.
not on.
You can
It's
also
almost like pulling a figure out of a hat and going, oh yeah, that's what we're charging. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when the R came out, you always want to buy a spare battery with it, and there's a little offer on to get a few percentage discount on the battery.
Yeah,
I seem to remember it was about 69, 70 quid for one of these.
yeah.
It's 100 and something quid for the blooming R5 and R6,
Yeah.
isn't it?
114.
Well, I
pounds.
did. If you look on my last video when I was talking about the pricing of it,
Yeah,
not the last video, a few videos back,
yeah,
I was taking big gulps when I was
Yeah.
reading that off the sheet,
yeah.
and that's just ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah.
using non-Canon batteries in here. but
But
they're not touching it. I mean, I've still got.
Yeah, you still got high rate. You're still
High
doing
rate of
everything
power.
as
Yeah.
yeah.
and these are.
so, out of interest, Dave, for the viewers, what batteries are you using? Right. So, yeah, okay, brilliant.
So
Is
how
it
much?
Hamel?
So how much are they?
Yeah, it's Harnell.
Harnell, whatever. Harnell Extreme.
How much were they?
They're, I believe, these are only 1700 milliamp hour, but they've now made a 2000
milliamp hour.
and I think they're 50 pounds,
Bloody hell. Half the
Against-
price.
How much? 50.
somewhere around 50.
Okay,
Price.
and they work. There's so you on.
I'll be honest on camera. I will not be purchasing the new Canon
Canon one.
batteries
No. Okay.
because you don't need it.
No.
I've just got normal batteries, the normal 6 ends in here.
And how do you find the battery capacity on them? How
Very
does
good.
do they last? I know you do photography as in model aeroplanes and what have you, and I know you had a session the other day. So how did that fare with those batteries on that session? Okay,
Well, these are the 2 batteries that were on that session. They're still in this camera.
and you haven't charged them?
No.
Wow. Okay, so you probably had a good couple of hour session there with
I've
the
prob-
aeroplanes, haven't you?
And I've probably lost under a third.
Under a third. Wow.
Do you want to see it on the screen?
No
There we
way.
go.
Wow.
Sorry, Cam.
Yeah, there you go. That is amazing, mate. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
But I will point out that I have set the camera up to switch off power saving as best I can in the settings.
Okay.
So not everything's live all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Two years ago, we bought the R, didn't we?
Yeah, we
And we both bought the R. We're both really excited about that R. Yeah. What are you thinking now then?
Well, I'm actually excited about the R6.
You are.
Yeah.
I kind of am as well.
Because
I'm with you on that.
I mean, I'm excited about the R5, and having had that in my hand, it's brilliant. Everything I said earlier is true, but I'm not prepared to pay 4,200 quid.
I'm totally with you on that.
But I am prepared to pay 2,500 quid for an R6.
Yeah.
And, you know, sacrifice a few megapixels.
Yeah.
But the autofocus is just mind-numbing on that. And
So if
that's
the
what-
R6 is the same as that, then we are laughing, aren't we? We have got value for money for 2.5K.
The only question I have got before I splash the cash is a direct comparison on some of my macro work with the R body at 30 megs and the R6 at 20 megapixels.
Right.
If that comes close and I'm not disappointed, then I'll go and buy an R6.
Yeah. On the first one, when we were doing the unboxing, or the silly unboxing of the R5 when Dave came round with it, and I nailed a small honeybee, and I nailed its eye.
Its eye, I know. I just
It's
for me,
ridiculous.
that just was another nail in the coffin of the R. That if you can focus on the blooming
It's
insect's
unreal, isn't
eye,
it?
then
And I showed it because I had to show it on the back of the screen because I couldn't work out how to show it on any other way. But my God, I was blown away with that.
So the question I've got: will it focus on a spider's eye?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is it. Well, how many eyes?
8. You've got 8 to choose from.
Exactly. I can imagine it would. Yeah.
Right, I know where there's a handy spider.
Well, on that note, I think we've done quite well. We're going to show some similar. We are going to show the comparison shots right now at the end of this video of the R, and I will show you the settings, everything like that, and the R5, and show you how they are. How's that sound, guys?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good.
So for now, should we pop off back home?
Over and out. Let's go home. Have a
Yeah.
cup of tea.
Lovely old job.
It's all on in, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't mind. Cup of coffee's cheap where I come from. Or ish.
Yeah, good.
Right. Lovely
Over
job.
and out.
Bye.